Hey everyone, and welcome back. So it's been a little while, and we've been experiencing quite a bit of rain and stuff, so we haven't been cutting. But today that changes. Forecast finally gives us a few days of clear weather, so we're gonna get started cutting. And Al's over here doing something, getting dirty, and we're filling the machines up with Dinah here right now, and getting ready to go. Yeah. Shake and bake. Hit the other one. Alright. That one just looks tasty. These ones actually need to go into. These are already diluted. They were just left over from last cutting. Might as well get rid of them, right? Alright, I'll load it up with this good stuff and gotta get ready to head out. So, here we go. So, this swather, the one that I'm in, broke right at the, we had about a pivot or two left of second cutting left to cut, and this one, a bearing went out in the cutter deck, so it couldn't cut anymore, so we had to just run one swather during that time. And so we got that fixed. So today is this one's maiden voyage to see if we did it, see if we fixed it right or not, and fingers are crossed. I'm gonna grab my little music radio dealie so I'm not dying of boredom in the swather, and we'll get to going. So my GPS isn't working today, so I get to drive by hand the whole time, so a little bit of the wiggly waggly, but it's fine. And got almost the whole span cut. You can see the pivot track right there. We're probably gonna break for lunch here soon. I have no idea what time it is, but we're only cutting a half a pivot. And then if we have time later today, we're gonna cut another half of another field that may actually test alright. So right now I'm just chugging along. I'm actually going pretty fast because this feels pretty smooth. But no, just chugging along, driving. It gets old, your arm gets a little tired, but it's getting done. Alright, broke for lunch for a little more than an hour, and hopefully my GPS will start working. I shut everything off, so maybe, just maybe, like this much, it'll start working again. I'm waiting for the beep. There's the beep. And as soon as everything warms up, we're gonna get going again. Uh-oh. Big boss.
Just want to check your knives.
Okay. Alrighty. Alright, let's see if we can figure this thing out here. It's thinking about it. Definitely thinking about it. But I needed to stop thinking about it because I gotta set an EB line if I want this thing to work. Alright, looks like it's good. Except it still thinks that I got... Oh, that's because parking brake's on. see if we can figure out. We'll see. Alright, so we got one half down. That side is done. So now I'm moving over. You can see Al already cutting the hedgerows. And I'm going to join him over there as soon as I can. It's just kind of a narrow, tricky road here. And yeah, let's get to her, I guess. So the GPS started working, so that means I actually get to sit back and relax a little bit here. I'm cutting the outside because Adolfo's GPS seems to be working better cutting from the inside out. So yeah, pretty much just chugging along. This field's a lot bouncier, so I'm only going about 8 miles an hour instead of 10, but that's no big deal. So yeah, just chugging along. Not much else to really talk about. Look at the pumpkin patch. We'll go take a closer look at that later. Check it out. Last windrow. And then we're done for the day. So, Al was on his way back already, and I'm just finishing up, and then I'll be heading back too so we can inspect for damage and grease them and whatever needs done to them to get them ready for tomorrow, because it's going to be coming real fast now since there's no rain or anything in the forecast, because a lot of this hay is already past mature, so we want to get it off as soon as we can. Alrighty, all done for the day. Not much. So I think we're gonna call that a day for today, and I'll catch you again tomorrow. Hello?
Waiting for Perry. Paired.
What the hell?
Waiting for Perry.
Shut up. Good morning.
Paired.
Shut up. Good morning. And what you just saw was me being utterly retarded because this bad boy wasn't exactly in neutral. And I was wondering why it wouldn't start. I'm like, uh-oh. We need AC on. There we go. Alright. So the deal today is we're cutting another pivot. We already did maintenance on both the swathers, and we're not using Dynacure today, so we don't have to worry about that. And we're cutting the south pivot by the houses. Whole pivot, none of that halvesy business going on today. And that's gonna beep. There's the beep. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna get going cutting again, and then we're gonna break for an extra long lunch, which is why we're starting cutting earlier today, because one of the neighbors down the valley has a new swather demo, and we're gonna go check that out, because our field orchard grass doesn't exactly want to be cut by the swathers we have, so we'll go check that out in a little bit. But for now, let's go ahead and get going. Alrighty, so GPS is working, Minty, and I got the overhang cut as well as the AB line pass for the 7th span. So now I'm just sitting, cruising about 11-ish miles an hour, which is great. This fuel is nice because it's so smooth. And I just put new knives on this swather, so we're good to go. So, I'll catch you when we head to lunch. Alrighty, so we're gonna break for lunch, and it's gonna be an extra long lunch at that, so I'm gonna shut her down. Let's go. Alrighty, so back from lunch, and the demo got delayed because they broke apart. I mean, it's not uncommon for a brand new machine to have parts that are broken from the factory or not put together right. We've had lots of stuff like that. So we're back at her, and luckily the GPS is still seems to be working anyways, and almost done with the 7 span, and then we don't have that much more to do. So I'll catch you when we're done. Alrighty, well, we got done for today. Al's behind me cutting hedgerows for tomorrow, and yeah, that went by pretty quick. I don't know how long we were out there after lunch, but it wasn't too long. So now let's see what's going on, if we're gonna go down and check out the demo or if we're doing more stuff here before that. So let's see what's going on. It's freaking fancy in here. Oh, yeah. Wow, look at all that fanciness.
See my blinky lights are on?
Bluetooth radio.
I can't get it to work.
You've been screwing with it. Is the GPS on that screen?
Yep.
Oh, that's fancy.
Look at that.
Oh, you got your foot pegs.
Got my blinky lights going on.
Yeah.
This is Bluetooth disabled. I'm not sure how to make it un-disabled.
So this swather is a 9980 Massey Ferguson with a 13-foot head on it. And that's the main reason we're down here checking it out, is because, well, you can see how slow we're going. And the 16-foot heads on the swathers we have are even slower, so we're looking at this because we may not get a new swather per se, but we may end up getting a pull-type 13-foot mower, so we can at least cut orchard grass, because right now with the orchard grass situation, it's not going to be something we're going to look at. So let's check it out. What do you think about it, Al?
It's pretty good. It has 5 cup holders.
5 cup holders?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty minty.
This is a nice cab, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really quiet in here too.
I used to get calls for a living. Sometimes I do comedy. I'm an undefeated professional.
I don't know how to run this thing, but I just want to say that there's like 3 outlets and some USBs down there somewhere. And the stereo works pretty good, not gonna lie.
Now that you're down pointing at your nose.
You got my blinky.
This is what I wish ours had.
And you got blinky lights.
This is what I wish ours had. That's so nice. Look,
There's a cup holder there.
and if you
There's
go 4
there.
over there, there's 4 freaking cup holders.
There's like, you can have a feast in here pretty much.
So like, our swathers don't have all this fancy things and stuff. Ours only has like those 2.
Yeah.
But other than that, we're not even running full bore really. It's not revved up all the way. So yeah, I'm gonna hand it back to Al because I gotta turn around.
Hey, you mind turning up the stereo?
Okay, so we just discovered something we think, but we're not sure. We're retarded.
Yeah.
So we think it automatically crowds so you can fit the right amount, because it has a counter on here that tells you how many passes. So it's smarter than us for sure, but it's too fancy. But I want one.
Yeah. I feel spoiled in this thing.
We'll have to get Grant up in here, huh?
Where's Senor Dink?
He's right there.
He's out there somewhere. So yeah, also the shiny red, not pink.
Yeah, it's not pink,
Yeah.
and it's actually like shiny, not foggy. Man, this thing's nice.
Does that even have a horn?
Oh, I'm sure it has
Oh!
We got the flashy blinkies on, we got the horn. Al found the horn.
Alright. I'm out.
So, that was a pretty sweet demo, and it helped our decision a lot. And we got some free hats, and we'd like to thank Carter Agri-Systems from Lund for bringing out that sweet piece of equipment. And would have shown you more, but they're kind of in a hurry. They have another client they have to get to with that machine, so we let them go. It was definitely insightful. We may not buy a swather per se, because that's $165,000 that we don't really need to spend right now. But that'll definitely tell us if we want to go for Massey Ferguson for a pull type or anything. So yeah, it was quite the fun experience. It's a little too fancy for me though.